What's up guys, it's your boy Gang and welcome back to another art video. In this video we're going to be trying to tame a Sinomacrops on the new Lost Island map. These guys are pretty hard to tame. I should say hard to find. They're skittish, so once you try approaching them too closely they go alright. This one shouldn't be that hard, so once you see them have that heart, you can just chill out for a second and have them come towards you and they're jumping and they're happy like this. Make sure you have kitten in your hotbar, and you're gonna go ahead. Once it comes up to you, it's gonna give you that option, and do not move too aggressively because it will fly away. Hit Y. Come on, there we go. Feed it. Now remember, my server is different. I have a boosted server, a boosted single player server. So where it took one chitin to actually tame this guy, or this girl I should say, it would have taken more than that on a regular server. So basically you just walk up to it, you get in the vicinity of it, and you'll see it have the hearts behind it. Once it gets the hearts behind it, you allow it to land, give it enough room to land, and once it lands, you can go ahead and have it approach you. Once it starts approaching you in that manner where it's jumping and it's prancing around like that, it will walk right up to you and you can just hit Y and start feeding it chitin. Now, if it's on an official server, a server with official server settings where the taming is not boosted like mine, you could go ahead and follow it around using the where is it? Using the taming progress. That will track it for you so you know exactly where it's flying to. But it's the same process every single time. You have to give it enough room to come towards you. Don't move too drastically, or don't move at all, because if you do, it's going to fly off. Even if the hearts are behind it, once it's in the air and the hearts are behind it, it will fly off if you move. Once it's landed and it's coming towards you and it's close enough, you should be okay. Where did my letter? One thing I did find in looking for these guys is I searched everywhere else. I searched redwoods, I searched the jungles, and I wasn't able to see them very clearly. When I came out to this desert island, which is in the lower right corner, because there's not too much obstruction, I was able to see them really well. So these guys are so small that when they're flying they kind of almost look like insects. So they're hard to see between trees and stuff like that. If you come out here on the island, guarantee you will find a whole bunch. I was hunting for these guys for a few days, actually spending a couple of hours looking in those specific locations. Like I said, the desert, not the desert, the jungle, redwoods, all of that, and I could find only one, and that's it basically. Like maybe 3 in the space of 4 hours. I came out here on the desert and I have actually tamed about 4 of them in quick succession. 3 of them died, but they're out here in abundance. I don't know if it's, like I said, they're out here. I don't know if it's because you can see them better, why it gives you the inclination of it being more than any other location, but because you're able to see them, it's easier for you to tame. So I'd totally recommend you going out to the island in the bottom right corner on that desert island, and that's where you'll find them. Alright, so let's go pick this guy up. It's like a regular pet shoulder. Why to pick it up? Now, if this is my instructions for Xbox. If you have it on your back and you hit A, it's gonna fly with you. If you double tap A, it's gonna fly faster, and then you can see the stamina draining over there, which is not bad. Now if you fall normal like that, you're going to take fall damage. However, if you're in the air and you're falling, regardless if you have stamina, you push the R joystick in, it arcs the wings of the dino, or the tame I should say, and it gives it a parachute effect, so it cushions your fall. Now you can also glide with it. I found it very difficult to do it because I was never good at the gliding suit either. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt it here right now. So you're in the air. You push the right joystick in once. It gives you that ability to glide. And that's how it works. It does take some stamina, but it doesn't seem to take a lot. And that's basically how these guys work. Oh no, there's one more important feature. If you have the dino on your back, you hold down X. It gives you an option to have enable auto scream, or enable auto scream, which requires aggro. Now the scream effect scares off small dinos up to the size of a hyena dan is what I believe. I haven't tested it. I'm going by what I've read and what I've seen. you can do it to enable auto scream, which whenever something approaches you, it's just going to scream, or you can do it where if you get aggroed. So for example, if you have it on enable auto scream, which requires aggro, once you get hit by a dino, it will start screaming. So it's a good feature to have, and I'm going to test that one out right now to see if it actually works. Let's go find a Dillo or something like that. But it's a good feature to have when you have when you have like annoying creatures like Pegomastax and stuff like that coming at you constantly. It will actually scare those away if you're attacked, which is it's a good feature. I think that the way the level of taming these guys is, it coincides with how good the tames are. For example, it's a tame that is good for utility. You can carry it around, and you have it to do a lot of utilitarian stuff like protect you and stuff like that. Also, I'm gonna include a little clip in here of these guys attacking scorpions, which is, I think, was actually pretty amazing. They took down a scorpion in no time. I think they have like a, I don't know if you want to call it a buff, but it is it's kind of like how the Megatherium when it hits like ants and stuff like that, it gets this buff. These guys have, it's like those dinos are less resilient against it. They're super effective in taking them down. Let me go ahead and put some chitin on this guy. They go through this really, really quickly as well. Put that there. And I think you can actually use them to farm chitin, because I think they probably collect it a bit better than everything else. Let me see if it does it reduce weight for it. Let me see. It looked like it does have a bit of weight reduction. I'm not sure, but that's basically how these guys function. If you guys did like the video, please go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to stay up to date with what's going on, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you guys have any tips, comments, suggestions, leave them below. If you want me to go ahead and do some more of these videos, that's fine. Just let me know, and I'll leave in a comment below, and I'll get back to each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys again for watching. Oh, also hit that sub button. On my way to 500. I'm hoping to get there by the end of January, so thank you guys, and do appreciate the support.